Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about how to do the spinback effect when transitioning from one track to another. And essentially, all that we're going to be using is the vinyl speed adjust, the vinyl platter, and if we want, we can add in the echo effect for the track that we're mixing out of the mix. Essentially, what I'll be doing is I'll be mixing the two tracks just as normal, but at the end, when I would usually use an effect like echo or delay or something like that to kind of fade away the other track really quickly in like a smooth way, another thing I can do is actually just spin back the vinyl platter and wait until it slows down and then put down the volume of that first track while having the second track already playing. So just gonna basically demonstrate to you guys. So we have a track here. I'm just gonna be using the end beat just to make it a lot simpler. But yeah, let's hit play on that. And let's beat match it into the other part. So it's currently so we have a beat match. Now we're mixing the bass lines. And basically what I'm gonna do, put echo on the first track, start echoing it in as we exit, and then just decrease it. That was basically the technique. I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. It does take a little bit of practice to do, because what you have to do is, while this track is still playing, in the last couple seconds before you actually do the spin back, you have to adjust the echo effect to start affecting the first track that's being transitioned out. And then as soon as you get to the point where it's the end of the track, you spin it back and you put it down. Because what the echo effect will do is it will let you just basically carry on that vinyl spin back effect without actually having that track playing. Because say for example, I don't have my echo effect on and I'm going to be transitioning from the end of this track, and if I don't decrease the volume of the track, it's not going to stop on its own. So as you can hear, it's just going to continue on playing. No matter how long I do it, it's just going to continue playing. So when I have the echo effect, even though my track volume is down, there will still be sound echoing out of that vinyl spin back. That's why it's such a great technique, and it goes hand in hand. So yeah, let's just try again with the drop. So I'm beat matching. So I have the two beat matched. I can see that the end is coming up, getting ready. Around in the last two bars is when you want to start doing this. And so the echo effect pretty much stops right when that small 4 to 8 beat gap is between the drop and the break. So right when that new melody starts up usually is when the effect stops, and it creates a really nice transition into the next break of the track. So I'm going to show it to you closer up on the platter of what I do. So I have it mixed. I match the two bass lines and then cut out the second one. I'm closing up to the end, so I start putting in my echo effect. And that's it. And so you do have to put a little bit of pressure on the plate when you're doing the spin back. I know the CDJ platters are actually weighted, so if I do a small thing like that, it won't go as far as it did just right now. It will actually probably only go around this much, like a quarter of the wheel will go around if you actually do like a small tap. So you're gonna have to really spin that platter back if you're on CDJs. If you're on smaller controllers like these, like the xdj-rx or other ones, then a good enough spin will be enough for it to last the amount of time that you need it to last in order to get that good full transition. So yeah, I'll show you guys one more view. So yeah guys, that was basically the spin back effect transition. You guys can apply this technique to pretty much any genre that you want. Trap, dubstep, house, tech house, bass house, future house, mid-tempo, anything. This works for so many different genres, and it's just a really great transition tool. So in some tracks, for example, when you lower the volume of the second track, it's pretty noticeable because it could be, a different energy that's being shown in the second track than the first one. It could be a different genre. So the spin back technique, it kind of echoes out the second track. And while you're hearing the echoing effect of that first track being transitioned out, you're already getting used to the sound and the chords and the ambiance of the second track coming in. So that's why it's such a cool technique to use. So again, just a quick recap, you can use it without the effect. It just has a kind of abrupt stop to it. So when you're doing the spin back and once it's reaching the end of that spin back, what you do is you basically just continually lower the volume until it's out of there. The echo technique, the echo addition that you have in order to kind of make the sound last longer is super great. You can use it with different things like delay and stuff, but echo works the best at 1/2 beat. You can use it with other ones, but it's just that the spin back sounds a lot better when it's at 1/2 beat of echo. Of course, you have to put it to the channel that you're spinning out. So if I did the echo effect on the track that's coming in and I did the spin back, then the echo wouldn't affect it. So I have to make sure that the channel is directed to the one that I'm transitioning out with the spin back technique. Another thing is the vinyl adjust. So as you guys saw, when I'm doing the vinyl adjust and my track is still playing, the vinyl speed adjust will adjust the amount of time that it'll take to get back into that track. So for example, if it's all the way down and I'm playing a track, if I do the vinyl spin back, it'll start playing exactly from when that vinyl spin back finishes. If I do it at half, it'll take a little bit more time. And if I do it to the very end, so the full speed adjustment, so it takes the longest amount of time, when I do the spin back, it'll take a longer amount of time to, get back into the track. So that can be a useful one if you're not going to be using the echo effect. Just put the vinyl speed adjust to all the way up, spin back your track, and you can freely just wait until you're comfortable lowering the volume of that track and getting rid of the spin back. Practice this one, guys. It's a very good technique in order, just for any genre that you can use. So yeah, go ahead and try that, and let's move on to the next video.